how do we take what we have, know what's going on around the world, and somehow give ourselves a bump? So we kind of did a few things. I mean, I did some things with one brand. I did some things with another brand. And one of the things is that I sell online a luxury item that people don't need. And it's a gift for themselves, right? And they might be spending a lot of money on it, maybe $1,000, $1,500, or $800, or whatever it may be. So we kind of, one of my friends and I, one of the brands and I said, look, what can we do to kind of give people just a little bit more excitement about doing this for themselves and this kind of need and things like that? We came up with like a 60-day return, no, I'm sorry, a 6-month return policy and a 6-year warranty on the product. Just because nobody in the industry has that, not Rolex or Cartier or not Tag Heuer and not any micro brand. We said, look, you can return it 5 months down the road. As long as it's in the condition you got it in, not beat up and worn, you can return it in 6 months. And then on top of that, we have a 6-year warranty. The longest warranties in the industry are 2 years. But God forbid somebody returns an $800 watch 4 years down the road because it's not operating correctly, and it's going to cost me $100 to get it fixed. I mean, it just totally made sense. And people, it made a buzz. It made like a crazy buzz in the industry. So we just started to do things that were just like, what's really outrageous? What would make people think these guys are either really smart or really stupid? And, you know, what else? There's so many little things I've done. I got very comfortable before this COVID thing. I got to the point where I was rolling in at 10 o'clock. I'd play some pinball in the back because I'd throw some darts in the back with another friend. Or Dan would come by and we'd sit and talk for an hour. And I got really comfortable. And this whole thing has made me realize that I can't get comfortable. I have to be in my office at 10 o'clock at night again, doing another video for Facebook or doing an interview for another channel or something like that, just getting my face out there. I also started reaching out to YouTubers in the watch industry more. So there's one YouTuber that I became friendly with. He's got 70 or 80,000 subscribers. He puts a video up at 10 o'clock in the morning. By 5 in the afternoon, 20,000 people watch this video. And I say, look, I'm going to send you this watch, right? You do a review on it. And then after your review is done, give this watch away to one of your guys. We'll collect emails. So we just got it really creative with how we can do things. I've collected my email list. I think was about maybe 10,000 people strong in December. And I think I'm up to about 35,000 emails now.
I initially went through was the so-called pivot, which I call it like a panic pivot. Some companies might work for them, but companies immediately look to like pivot into something totally brand new, perhaps unrelated to what they were doing. So I spent some time looking at various pivots, and I was like, it just doesn't feel right. And then we came to a point where we're not really looking to pivot. We don't want to lose our core, sending out great people that are friendly and helpful and into hospitality service. So we looked into like an evolution. We wanted to evolve our services. So even though our hospitality business is basically really, on the lower, point of really the 30 years, to be honest. So we evolved into still doing food service staffing, but in hospitals. And we did more of, instead of having the fancy cater waiter at the Hampton Classic, now that cater waiter might be going into a hospital in New York City to help to clean it, and so forth, or to do the dishes there and stuff like that. So we kind of we just evolved. We're evolving our company as opposed to the pivot.
You say people fear change. I would say that I fear change as a business owner. I fear it more than before I owned a business. But the difference is I just don't, now I just realize no one's going to help me fix it. It's only going to be me that fixes it. Otherwise, the business is just not going to be a business anymore. That's all. So what I decided to do was shift my paradigm, and I did a brainstorming session on how is my customer being affected? Forget about me and what I think I should sell or how much or what's going on in my customer's head, right? So like Frank, I reached out to my customers and I asked them, I surveyed 150 people. I met and talked to 50 of them. I probably spent 10 hours just listening. And 90, I swear to God, 99.9% of the people all said the same thing. We don't have the time. We have no time. I have no time. Wife, marriage, kids, family, this and that. I have no time. Not everybody has as supportive as a wife as I do. And I'm not just saying that because she's listening. All right. But they had no time. So what did I do? I made everything in 5-minute lessons, easily digestible. There's an app for the phone. I'll hold classes on weekends. I'll hold them at night, at 9 o'clock at night. I was holding classes. So now I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold classes 7 days a week. I'm going to go live 7 days a week at 12 o'clock, 365 days a year. I'm working every day of the year, at least 1 hour. And I put the invite out there on Zoom, and we're having this Zoom call here. I could get 50 or 75 people on my daily Zoom calls, and they love it. They feel that connection. They were like Frank. They were at home, disconnected, afraid, scared, lonely. They were telling me all these emotions they were having, depressed. And so, I served them by giving them this extra value, but not by charging anything extra for it. That's how I gave back. And so, yeah, change is scary, but nobody's going to help you. And so think about who you serve and then make the change to serve them better, and then you get rewarded.
I think everybody has learned a lot over the last couple of months. For me, I've learned a tremendous amount, not only in my own business, but personally as well. I think if there was any positives that would come out of this, would be groups like this and events like this. And,
a lot of positives, yeah.
Just take life one day at a time and enjoy it. I think a lot of folks out there, and I'm sure everyone here can agree. I think we kind of lost sight of just the importance of life for many, many years. And this whole pandemic thing just kind of hit home. For me, it made me and my family eat dinner every night together as a family more often. Number two, it made me appreciate my business and my customers more. It made me listen to my customers and my family more. Made me eat healthier, made me exercise regularly. It got me off of my ass because I was getting lazy myself, and I had to work every day for God knows how many hours. So I would only advise everybody just keep the course, and hopefully this thing goes away soon. I don't think it will go away permanently. I don't think life as we knew it would come back anytime soon. But just steer the course and live life happy. Because there's a lot of craziness out there.